Hello and welcome to the first of the Divine Spark Within podcast, where I will be discussing the material in this book, The Divine Spark Within, Excavating the Mysteries of Sophia and the Deep Christ. I'm out here in beautiful West County, Sonoma County. The apple blossoms are exploding behind me and all around. This is the season of the fruits emerging from the tree. This is a mystery that I explore in the book, in material from one of the obscure resources of the Deep Christ literature. So again, welcome. This is the first of the podcast that it will appear and is appearing on the Divine Spark Within podcast, Audible or audio, and also on YouTube on the video podcast. So what I want to do in this brief introduction to the book is just simply introduce you to me and to this book. The significance of all this book, is that this is an expression of the spirit of Sophia and my own inner inspiration as it moves through me and has moved through me throughout my life. And in this last chapter of my life, or the most recent chapter of my life, I have put it into these pages. And the invitation is for you to celebrate your creative emanation, the emerging, just beautiful self that you are, that I think can best be summarized in one word: innocence, or the innocent self that is so deep within us that we know and we have experienced when we were children, and that it is from this seed self that is emerging out into our adult self. And this has been part of the path for me of attempting to work with that and to encourage that seed self inspiration, joy, curiosity, and numinosity as it is humbled in the initiatory process of the physical incarnation, the time-space reality that is here, that is an incredible school, a laboratory in which the divine spark, the inner light that has such a history that I will go into in this book, but this is a laboratory in which it is working to re-emerge after much of human history. It has been latent and largely unavailable. So these are mysteries that are referenced in the sacred texts of gnosis. The word gnosis is such a beautiful word. It's Greek, meaning knowledge generally, but as it was used in the early centuries, AD or CE, in the first few centuries after Christ, Gnosis was a word that was identified within the literature of the Gnostics. This is a stream of esoteric texts that flourished in the 1st century, 2nd century, 3rd century, even the 4th century, before it was essentially persecuted and driven underground in order to survive. This is one stream of information and material that I'm drawing from, but the well is deep and the aquifer is vast, spanning many traditions, many of the deep wisdom traditions of Kabbalah, of Taoism, Chinese philosophy, of the Grail legends, alchemy, and even in our contemporary world, in the fields of depth psychology, Jung, and this amazing work on trauma that is happening currently. Trauma being such a common and collective experience that we all have, we all share, that is part of the way in which the innocent core has worked to protect itself, that can gradually, we peel back the layers of constriction and self-protection or egoic ways we try to be in the world. We strip that back in order for this divine spark, this divine essential nature of ours to come back. So that's what I'm working with in this book. This is I go into my personal story in one of the later chapters, but really this is an invitation, and this is a process. The Sophia Project, which is the umbrella organization that I'm working within, Diana, Kelly, and I are doing a podcast called the Sophia Project. The Sophia Project is referring to the big process, the big cosmological creation story of Christos Sophia as it relates to who we are, humans, Homo sapiens, sapiens, wisdom, Sophianic man. Who are we? Who are we? Who are you? You are unique, just as I am unique. And the movement of the spark is moving through each of us in its own unique way. This is not about what you should do. This is not about what you need to know. This is a context that I offer that has been so helpful in my life. And as I have this book and look into it in these days, and it's reflected back to me what it is that I'm working with. And so I encourage you as well to move the emanations of light, of consciousness, of soul, of shadow, of hardship, of trauma, of joy, of relationship. Move all of this through this vehicle, offering it up as a prayer, as heaven comes down to earth, comes to us as we attune to it. And as that emerges and is reclaimed within us, we offer it back up. It's the recollection, it's the reclamation of the divine sparks. It's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful story. And I look forward to sharing this with you. So the next video, I will be introducing the primarily three people who I call in the beginning of the book. It's the dedication to Carl Jung, Gershom Scholem, and Henry Corbin. And this positions this material within a sort of a depth spiritual tradition that spans Christianity, Gnosticism, Judaism, Kabbalah, Persian Zoroastrianism, Sufism. And these three giants in the field all were very connected to the Sophia. And so I will, in the next video, be honoring them as placeholders for the work that is attempting to emerge here, in this material world. So thank you for listening. I look forward to sharing more with you. Please comment and contact me through email and sophiaproject8@gmail.com. And I look forward to indulging in these mysteries with you. Thanks so much.